everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well and having a lovely day. So, have you ever been in that situation where you get a call or a text to say that a friend or a family member is popping around in the next sort of 20 minutes and you have to have a mad tidy and clean up, and also you're worried that maybe your house doesn't smell quite as fresh as it could do? I think we all have this worry every now and again, and just in general we want people to walk into our homes and for them to smell nice and inviting and clean, and for them to just be nice and clean in general. So I thought I'd put together a little video of some of the ways that I like to keep my home smelling as amazing as possible. Some of them are a bit obvious and others are ones that maybe you didn't think of, but I'm just going to jump straight into it, and I really hope you enjoy it and find it useful. And if you like this kind of video, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel. The button is down there somewhere. It's completely free. All you have to do is click it and I will be popping up in your subscription box whenever I make a new video. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is Zoflora. I've spoken about Zoflora before. I often find it at the pound shop and then I stock up on a few bottles of it. But you can get these in most supermarkets and like B&M and you know, that kind of place as well. So you can get them in so many different stores and everyone is raving about Zoflora at the moment. Funnily enough, I was planning this video and then the next night I watched Lydia Million's video where she kind of discovered Zoflora, and her and Carrie went to Sainsbury's and literally bought all the Zoflora, and I was like, yes girls, I love it. I was running low, so I just popped out and bought 3 new ones. I actually found all of these in the pound shop. They had about six or seven different fragrances. So this is the Apple Orchid. This was £2 because it's double the size of these. I also got Linen Fresh and Springtime. These two are the 120ml bottles. If you've never heard of Zoflora, what it is a concentrated disinfectant and it smells amazing. So you mix a capful with the right proportion of water, you dilute it in water, and then you can use it in so many different ways. So you can fill up water with a capful of this in a spray bottle and you can use it to spray your surfaces. It's safe to use on pet areas. You can use it all over your home. If you have one of the mops as well where you fill it up with the floor cleaner and then you just squirt the little end and you go around the house and clean the floors, you can also add a capful of that to water and use it to clean your floors. You can also clean your washing machine out with it. I personally don't use it on my clothes, even though some people put it in with their wash, just because I've got the children. I don't tend to do that, but you can clean your washing machine out with it. You just put a capful in the tray, put it on a hot wash empty, and then it makes your machine smell so good. You can put a capful down the toilet, down the plug holes, leave them overnight and you'll wake up to a beautiful smelling bathroom or kitchen. It's just my favourite cleaning product for giving that amazing smell. It reminds me of being young because my mum and nan have always used it, so I'm carrying on the tradition and flying the flag for Zoflora. Next is a bit of an obvious one, but it is to open the windows and let the fresh air in. Sometimes houses can smell not that great just because there's a bit of stale air in there. We've got a lot of heating on at the moment. We're maybe not opening our windows as much because it's been cold. But if it's, you know, not a freezing day, then get the windows open, maybe whilst you're cleaning, to just let that fresh air in, because there's a lot of ways you can mask smells, but obviously you want to try and get rid of the smells before you then make your home smell nice. So yeah, I would definitely recommend opening as many windows and doors as possible to let all the fresh air in. Next, a product again I've used for years and I've just picked up another one. It is Febreze, because there are a lot of things in our homes which you can't just chuck in the washing machine. For example, curtains, well, you could chuck them in the washing machine, but you're not going to do that on a regular basis. So curtains, sofas, anything upholstered or fabric, Febreze is perfect for. So this is the red cherry blossom one. Again, I found this in the pound shop. You can get all different scents and things, and then yeah, on the back it says you can use it to refresh your bedding, your sofas, your curtains. You can use it on your clothes, and it has the odour clear technology, so again you're not just kind of spraying over smells, you're removing them. Next up is something that's a fairly recent purchase, and it is this Aroma Diffuser. I got this from Amazon. It was really inexpensive. It's about $15.99, and what you do is you fill it up with water and a few drops of your favourite essential oil, and then the mist comes out of the top and it scents your home. You do have to be careful with things like this when you have pets and children, and there are certain essential oils you should never put in them, like peppermint oil for example, because that can cause like breathing troubles and stuff. So make sure you do your research, but I always use lavender in ours, just a couple of drops, and I find that it really makes our house smell really nice, and so far I've been enjoying using it. So I definitely recommend doing a bit of research. I'll put the link to this one down below so you can read more more about it. Another thing I love to scent our home is a wax melt burner or a scent warmer, whatever you want to call them. This one is actually from Yankee Candle, and I use it with their actual wax melts that look like this. You can get them in every single candle scent. I was going to say flavour then, don't eat them. And they're just a great way of producing a really beautiful scent around your home. I actually personally think these smell stronger than the candles a lot of the time, and these are only £1 something, so you don't always have to buy like a huge candle like this and spend, you know, £18 to £20 on it. You can buy a couple of different ones, and if you like to change your scents a lot, then this is a much better option for you, I think. All you have to do is get a huge pack of like tea lights or something. This one's been used up from the pound shop or somewhere like that, and get a few wax melts and you're ready to go. Talking of candles though, of course I couldn't do this video without mentioning them. This is one I'm using at the moment. This is the Yankee Candle Warm Cashmere. I've used quite a lot of this one, and we have candles all around our home. I don't use them as frequently now that we have children as I used to, just because I feel like in the day when they're just charging around that they could be a bit of a hazard. But I think if you're having a cosy evening with your boyfriend or your husband or just yourself or your friends, you're inviting people over for dinner, candles are a really lovely option to have on. They just give a nice atmosphere to your home and they smell really good as well. Most of us as well love the smell of washing, clean laundry. That's why all of the candles and the room sprays and the companies come out with fresh linen type of candles and sprays and things like that, because it just smells so lovely and homely and fresh. So an obvious way to create that naturally in your home is to do what we all have to do and do the washing. So often, again, a lot of the times I'm washing the boys' clothes, and I like to use sensitive non-bio products for them, softener, and also the pods or the detergent, whatever I'm going to use. But sometimes when I'm just doing a load of mine and Ricky's washing, I'll use a different fabric softener or fabric conditioner. I like to use the Lenore ones. This is one of the Parfumel, probably saying that completely wrong. This is in Ruby Jasmine, and they smell so good. When the washing machine's on, when the clothes have just come out of the washing machine, it fills the whole house with a gorgeous scent. Another thing I found recently were these. Most of us have heard of the scent boosters that you can put into your wash now to make your clothes smell nicer for longer. But I didn't realise that Wilko, formerly known as Wilkinson's, have come out with their own brand of these. So these are their in-wash fragrance boost in pink rose and cherry blossom. They're kind of tiny beads, but you just put a capful in your wash and it makes the wash smell amazing. I haven't tried these ones yet, so I can't tell you how they compare to the others, but they were £2.50 for the same size bottle as the Lenore ones. Is it Lenore? The other ones, the famous ones, which were £4.50 to £5 in most other shops and supermarkets. So I'll give them a go and I'll let you know what I think. Another quick handy hack for these is to vacuum some up before you're going to vacuum the house, and they go into the sort of drum that collects all the dust and dirt, and they warm up slightly in that machine part, and it makes the whole house smell like this. I'm not quite sure the vacuum companies would suggest you doing this, but if you think about it, it's just going into the bit that collects all the dust and dirt anyway, and then you can just empty it at the end of each clean, and it just honestly smells incredible. I've tried them with the other brand and it honestly works, so I'm excited to try these because these are a lot smaller, so probably a lot better for you to be vacuuming up than the others. I also like to use room sprays. I don't tend to use fresh air spray that much because it does give me a little bit of a headache. I use it every now and again, but I don't like to use it too much. But I really like these more concentrated ones. For some reason, to me, they're a bit more like a perfume and they don't give me a headache. The White Company do some lovely ones. This is a new one that I've recently got. It's a Sanctuary Spa Signature Room Mist, and you just spritz it around the room and it smells incredible. Another little hack that I love to use is baking. Everyone loves the smell of freshly baked bread or cookies or muffins. So if you bake something in the oven just before people are about to come round, then they'll be like, what is this amazing smell? You must be some kind of domestic goddess. But let's be honest, most of us don't have time to bake a loaf of bread in the morning, especially if someone's popping around with not much notice. So I like to use the cheats way and use a cookie mix. All you have to do to these are add water, you divide them into little cookie type shapes on a baking tray, you put them in the oven for 10 to 12 minutes, perfect timing, so by the time your guests arrive the house is filled with the smell of freshly baked cookies, plus you have a nice treat to offer your guests and they'll never know that they literally took you 10 minutes to make. Flowers are another really good one. Obviously we can't all be buying ourselves bunches of flowers all the time, but there are certain types of flowers that make your home smell really nice and really do make a difference. Lilies, for example, can smell absolutely beautiful, as can some of the springtime bouquets that seem to be around at the moment, obviously as we're going into spring. So they're not going to scent your whole home unless they're some amazing, incredible bunch of flowers. No, but you can put them on your coffee table or your dining table or in the middle of your kitchen. And then when you walk into that specific area of your home, you'll get this lovely, fresh smell of real flowers. A cleaning product that I also love and have been using for quite a long time now is the Method range. This is the Clementine fragrance. This is my favourite one, and it's a non-toxic cleaner. You can use it for surfaces, you can use it for your baby's high chair, the floors, all the areas where they play, around the dog bowl, everything like that. So I just love to use this, especially, like I said, on any of the areas like the children's tables and high chairs where they're going to be eating from, because it just makes me feel a lot safer. But you're also getting the added benefit of this smelling amazingly fresh and such a nice scent without any of those horrible chemically smells. My last tip is to get yourself a big pack of cotton wool balls and spray them with your favourite perfume or scent, and then you can dot them around your home. You can put them into drawers, into wardrobes, behind photo frames, anywhere where they're going to be out of sight and, more importantly, out of reach of little hands. And they will just add a nice fragrance. When you walk into the room, you'll smell something a little bit different, especially guests will be like, oh, that smells really nice, and all it is a scent soaked cotton wool ball. So that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you found any of the tips helpful, then please let me know in the comments below, as well as sharing any tips that I didn't mention that you use. I would love to find out about them, and I'm sure everyone else would too. If you'd like to subscribe, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, there is a button to just press down there and it's completely free. I'd love it if you gave this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again for my next video very soon. Thanks for watching everyone, bye!